final preparations for the challenge ahead, hoping to come up. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorite cities to visit?
Well, it's hard to not include some of the big market cities. L.A., New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
Let's go to the sideline for a report on MP's historic night.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best world." And it was so much fun to watch, guys.
It was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you. A look at the Magic starting group. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Both Wagners are out there, Franz at small forward, and Mo at the center. And it's Banchero in at power forward. And he's good on the three ball.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Former dunk contest champion and Bernie Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide. Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Bane. They need this. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bane is historically good from three-point.
MP outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. MP's got 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wagner on the wing. Outside, Bane. Shot clock at 6. The shot off that time. White with the defensive effort. Here's Simon. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pass to Banchero. Wagner a screen on Tatum. Banchero, that's good.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Outside Tatum. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Suggs. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
We always talk about Wagner's versatility. That includes the playmaking.
Outside, Simons. A 3 from MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Banchero, that's for 2. The shot misses.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. White against Bane. Inside, here's Banchero. Count that bucket. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wendell Carter is up there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's De Silva in at the three. Wagner finds Bitadze. That three off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
A three from MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 22.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to De Silva. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Clark, the Magic with two good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have two of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with two gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Three-pointer, and that's good. MP for three. Black's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Baines checked in for the Magic. Suggs comes in for Black. And here's a look at some numbers for Desmond Bane. The Magic trail by 18. Pass to Wagner. The fadeaway. Black grabs the board. Black's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. And here is Suggs. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Suggs showing you some major bounce right there. He went way upstairs on that one.
The three from MP. And again, it's Boston with the three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The Magic trail by 21. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys who really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Kevin?
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. For the Magic, Paolo Banchero comes in for Goga Bitadze, and Black's subbed in for Wagner. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Suggs, screen on Brown. Bounce pass Black. The three from Banchero. Right side Bane. Pass to Banchero. No good with the triple. Here's Boston now. They're on a 19-6 run. Tatum, again, the Celtics good for 2.
The physicality of Jason Tatum, an understated and overlooked part of his game.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Carter missing. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And there's the bucket from MP.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside, Bane. With 1 on the clock. And there it is for him. Bane's got 5 points so far. And so it's the Boston Celtics in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, you know, I'm a busy man, Ernie. You know, I got a lot going on, but I'm here.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Magic.
Their opponent is...
And that's all for us. Now it's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's MP in at the center position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Wagner as screen on White. Bane, no good.
I think everybody in the building expecting him to make that collective shot.
Connects from three-point range. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Tatum against Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit from 12.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat, and because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
And finished off by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
From past the arc, and White the bucket on the assist by Brown. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Wagner wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wagner with the pretty impressive right there.
Simons finds MP. Takes a 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Wagner outside. To the paint. Here's Bane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bane's got 7 points.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Black, no good. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Banchero has screen on White.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bain kicks to Banchero. Latre, and again, from deep.
And that's how Banchero creates driving lanes. That shot right there, knocking it down, opens the floor for him.
White the pass to MP. Good, another from three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the deep.
And again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the three. Connects again from distance.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that made for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. Here's Banchero for three. Rebound, Boston. Black's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And good! He hits it again.
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. And Simon's wide open. He'll fight. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like
prolific play per usual from MP and leading his side.
Yeah, it really does. One of my first rivals, a kid in high school, bro, like, he was the first really great scorer I ever played against. He was